Steve McQueen, the cool movie star. In the good old days of Hollywood, around the 1960s and 1970s, there was this guy everyone called the King of Cool, Steve McQueen. Let's dig into his story, not just about how awesome he was in movies, but also what made him a really interesting person. Early days of McQueen. Growing up cool. Steve McQueen came into this world on March 24, 1930, in Beech Grove, Indiana. Life wasn't easy when he was a kid. His mom took care of him, and they moved around a lot. Acting didn't come to McQueen in the usual way. It was more like he found acting as a way to deal with tough times. Becoming a star, the big break. Getting famous was no piece of cake for McQueen. He started with TV shows like Wanted, Dead or Alive. But the real game changer was The Magnificent Seven in 1960. This movie put him in the spotlight, and from there, his journey to stardom really kicked off. The cool guy. What made him special? McQueen wasn't just good at acting, he was cool. Whether he was driving a fast car in Bullitt or doing a wild motorcycle jump in The Great Escape, McQueen's way of being cool on screen was like a magnet. This part explores the famous roles that turned him into the definition of cool. The troubled side. Not everything was smooth. But behind all the fame, McQueen had problems. From a not-so-easy childhood to marriages that didn't last, this part takes a peek into the not-so-public side of McQueen's life. Dealing with tough times and having a tricky personal life added layers to the guy everyone saw on the screen. Different Hollywood. Doing things his way. While Hollywood loved McQueen's charm, he sometimes caused trouble. This part spills the beans on moments when McQueen's rebellious side clashed with what Hollywood expected. From arguments about changing the script to not wanting to act like a typical Hollywood star, McQueen did things his own way. Always wanting perfect. A perfectionist. Behind the scenes, McQueen wasn't just an actor. He was someone who wanted everything to be just right. This part talks about how McQueen worked really hard to be perfect. He wanted scenes to be just the way he imagined, and this sometimes led to arguments with directors and producers. McQueen's big effect. Changing Hollywood. At the end of the day, McQueen changed Hollywood. This part looks into how he made a new kind of leading man, inspiring a whole new group of actors. His impact wasn't just in movies. The things McQueen did, both in his roles and in life, changed the entertainment industry. Legacy that stays, still remembered. McQueen's legacy is more than just the movies he was in. This part talks about how McQueen's influence lasted even after he passed away in 1980. People still loved his on-screen style, and his image was used in ads. McQueen's legacy lived on. The still interesting McQueen. A timeless mystery. Even with all we know about him, Steve McQueen stays a mystery. This part looks into why, even many years after he passed away, he is still someone we find fascinating. He's not just a Hollywood icon. He's a person whose life keeps us interested. So, here's the whole story of Steve McQueen, the movie star who wasn't just cool on screen, but had a life that was just as interesting. McQueen and his co-stars. The conflicts unveiled. In the glittering world of Hollywood, where movie magic comes alive, not everything is as perfect as it seems on screen. Steve McQueen, often hailed as the king of cool, left an indelible mark on the industry in the 1960s and 1970s. However, behind the scenes, conflicts brewed with some of his fellow actors. Let's delve into the candid thoughts of a few co-stars who didn't hold back from sharing less than flattering perspectives about the legendary star. James Garner. A straightforward assessment. James Garner, widely regarded as one of Hollywood's nicest and most easygoing figures, didn't mince words when describing his co-star Steve McQueen. Garner's straightforward assessment of McQueen's career and shortcomings can be encapsulated in 4 brutal words. He wasn't an actor. This section explores Garner's candid remarks, highlighting the tension and complexity within the entertainment industry. Yul Brynner. Turbulence on the set of The Magnificent Seven. The professional interactions between Steve McQueen and the towering figure of classic cinema, Yul Brynner, were characterized by a particularly turbulent relationship. Brynner, already established as a powerhouse actor, clashed with McQueen on the set of the legendary Western film, The Magnificent Seven, in 1960. This part uncovers the behind-the-scenes drama, subtle tactics, and outright clashes that define their on-screen interactions. Paul Newman, Racing Rivalry and Silver Screen Tensions. In the cutthroat world of Hollywood during the dynamic decades of the 1960s and 70s, a heated feud unfolded between Steve McQueen and Paul Newman. Beyond their clashes on the silver screen, their rivalry extended onto the racetracks, adding an extra layer of intensity to their competition. This section explores the roots of their animosity, the missed opportunity to co-star in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and the escalating tensions during the production of The Towering Inferno. The Towering Inferno, on-screen and off-screen sparks. The sole film where McQueen and Newman shared the screen. The Towering Inferno turned the set into an arena for an all-star Hollywood bout. Both actors vie for prominence on screen, and their tales of rivalry during the making of the film are rife with intriguing anecdotes. This part delves into the sneaky tactics, disruptive maneuvers, and the battle for screen time that characterized their working relationship. Michelle Fassbender, a collaborative force unveiled. In the intricate world of Hollywood collaborations, the partnership between actor Michael Fassbender and filmmaker Steve McQueen stands out. This section explores the unexpected turns and initial hurdles in their collaboration, highlighting how it became a creative force that significantly influenced the trajectory of both their careers. Legacy and controversy. McQueen's impact beyond the screen. Even after his untimely demise in 1980, Steve McQueen's legacy went beyond his iconic film performances. This part explores the controversies over his estate, the legal battles, and the posthumous management of his name and image. Despite the conflicts, McQueen's estate actively worked to preserve and celebrate his legacy. And there you have it, a closer look at the conflicts, collaborations, and controversies that unfolded behind the scenes with Steve McQueen and his co-stars in the ever-dramatic world of Hollywood. McQueen and Yul Brynner, Clash of Titans. In the captivating world of Hollywood, where stories come to life, the clash of two titans, Steve McQueen and Yul Brynner, created ripples that echoed through the annals of cinematic history. This section unravels the intricate dynamics and behind-the-scenes drama that marked their collaboration, specifically focusing on the set of the legendary Western film, The Magnificent Seven. The Magnificent Seven, a Western epic unfolds. The Magnificent Seven, released in 1960, was destined to be a Western epic that would etch its place in the golden tapestry of Hollywood. The film boasted an ensemble cast, with Yul Brynner as the charismatic lead and Steve McQueen as one of the seven gunfighters. However, the behind-the-scenes story was far from the camaraderie depicted on screen. Brynner's established dominance and McQueen's rebellious spirit. Yul Brynner, a seasoned actor with a commanding presence, had already established his dominance in the entertainment industry. On the flip side, Steve McQueen, known for his rebellious and attention-grabbing nature, was on a quest to carve his niche in the limelight. This part explores how their conflicting personalities set the stage for a tumultuous collaboration. McQueen's subtle tactics, a bid for attention. In an industry where every actor vies for attention, McQueen's subtle tactics to draw the audience's gaze became apparent on the set. He improvised actions designed to distract viewers from Brynner's performance. This section delves into these strategic moves and the resulting tension that simmered between the two stars as they navigated their on-screen interactions. The onset of rivalry. Clash of egos. As the filming progressed, the rivalry between McQueen and Brynner intensified. The clash of egos reached such heights that Brynner, unwilling to be overshadowed, reportedly took drastic steps. He prohibited McQueen from making any unscripted moves during their shared scenes. This restriction, however, did little to dampen McQueen's spirited attempts to assert himself and make his presence felt more prominently on screen. The coin-flipping incident and heightened tensions. The tension between McQueen and Brynner became palpable during one particular incident. In a fit of frustration, Brynner allegedly grabbed McQueen in a threatening manner. This confrontation turned into a public spectacle, reflecting the depth of animosity between the two stars. This section vividly recounts the coin-flipping incident and how it added fuel to the already simmering rivalry, a feud beyond the silver screen. The clash between McQueen and Brynner extended beyond the confines of the film set. Their disagreements became legendary, reflecting not only a difference in acting styles, but also a clash of personalities. This part explores the lasting impact of their feud on the Hollywood landscape and how it contributed to the legacy of the Magnificent Seven. McQueen versus Paul Newman, racing and rivalry. In the fast-paced world of Hollywood, another riveting tale unfolded, the rivalry between Steve McQueen and Paul Newman, two giants not only on the silver screen but also on the racetracks. This section explores the clash of egos and the competitive spirit that marked their relationship, transcending the glitz of movie sets. Revving up on the racetrack, both McQueen and Newman, under the guidance of racing aficionado Dick Barber, ventured into the thrilling world of racing. Newman approached racing with disciplined dedication, investing time and effort to refine his skills. On the flip side, McQueen, possessing a natural knack for racing, effortlessly grasped the subtleties of driving. A rivalry beyond the silver screen. The rivalry between McQueen and Newman extended beyond acting. It found a new battleground on the racetracks. This part delves into how their shared passion for racing added an extra layer of intensity to their competition. Despite their mutual love for the sport, the two icons never faced each other in an official race, leaving the question of who was the superior racer unanswered. The missed opportunity. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. As fate would have it, the opportunity for McQueen and Newman to collaborate on the big screen arose with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. However, the clash of egos reached a critical juncture. Newman, with the bigger Hollywood name, was set to receive top billing, a prospect that didn't sit well with McQueen. Faced with what he perceived as an injustice, McQueen made the decisive choice to turn down the offer, altering the course of cinematic collaboration. The Towering Inferno. Flames of on-screen competition. Their competitive spirits flared once again during the production of The Towering Inferno. This film, weaving a gripping narrative around a colossal office building engulfed in flames, garnered critical acclaim. However, behind the scenes, the clash of egos turned the set into an arena for an all-star Hollywood bout. Each actor, McQueen and Newman, vied for prominence on screen, employing sneaky tactics to secure their positions. Counting lines and tensions rising. McQueen's intense desire to be the unequivocal star manifested in meticulous actions, such as counting the lines he had in scenes compared to Newman. This section explores how McQueen, in a bold move, approached the screenwriter, requesting the addition of lines for his character. This tactical maneuver aimed to ensure an equal share of the spotlight, reflecting the escalating tensions between the two Hollywood legends. Legacy of a racing rivalry. As we reflect on the racing rivalry and on-screen clashes between Steve McQueen and Paul Newman, it becomes clear that their competitive spirits left an indelible mark on Hollywood history. The question of who was the better racer may remain unanswered, but their dynamic interactions added an extra layer of intrigue to the already complex world of cinema. McQueen and Michael Fassbender. A transformative collaboration. In the glamorous world of Hollywood, a unique partnership bloomed between actor Steve McQueen and filmmaker Michael Fassbender. This section unveils the story of their collaboration, marked by challenges and transformations, akin to a captivating movie plot. A rocky start. Initial encounters. The tale begins with McQueen and Fassbender crossing paths in the early stages of casting for McQueen's directorial debut, Hunger, in 2008. The atmosphere was a bit tense at first, as McQueen perceived Fassbender's demeanor as a tad cocky during their initial meeting. It seemed like Fassbender, perhaps as a defense mechanism from industry challenges, was guarded about revealing himself. The audition, a pivotal moment. Despite the initial reservations, McQueen decided to give Fassbender another chance, inviting him to audition for a lead role in Hunger. This moment became a turning point for both the film and their professional relationship. In the subsequent audition, Fassbender showcased a new dimension of his personality that resonated with McQueen's vision for the character of Bobby Sands. Shifting perspectives, a blossoming partnership. This section delves into how McQueen's perception of Fassbender underwent a significant shift. What initially seemed like hesitation transformed into admiration for Fassbender's remarkable talent. Fassbender, unafraid to explore territories that others might hesitate to venture into, became a noteworthy collaborator in McQueen's cinematic journey. Mutual understanding, the heart of collaboration. Their collaborative journey matured into a symbiotic relationship characterized by profound mutual respect and understanding. Fassbender's approach to his roles, marked by a nuanced portrayal that embraced vulnerability and the complexities of characters, set him apart in Hollywood. Impact on their careers, a cinematic force. As their collaboration continued, Fassbender's performances not only earned critical acclaim, but also left an indelible mark on the industry. This section explores how the McQueen-Fassbender duo became a creative force, influencing the trajectory of both their careers. Legacy of a creative alliance. In conclusion, the collaboration between Steve McQueen and Michael Fassbender stands as a testament to the transformative power of partnerships in Hollywood. Their journey, from a rocky start to becoming a cinematic force, adds a compelling chapter to the ever-evolving narrative of the entertainment industry. McQueen's complex relationships, a legacy beyond the screen. In the dazzling world of movies, Steve McQueen left more than just his on-screen legacy. He left a trail of complex relationships that went beyond the glitz and glamour. Hollywood feuds, not everyone's favorite co-star. While audiences adored McQueen, not everyone in Hollywood felt the same way. This part unravels the stories of conflicts and disagreements with fellow actors during major film productions, showcasing a side of McQueen that wasn't always smooth behind the scenes. The Great Escape Tantrum, Clash of Visions. During the filming of The Great Escape, McQueen's desire for a more heroic character clashed with the director's vision. This section explores how McQueen's discontent led to disruptions on set, emphasizing the challenges of balancing personal vision with the collaborative nature of filmmaking. Disruptive behavior, tantrums, and tensions. McQueen's disruptive behavior extended beyond his roles. Tantrums and delays became a pattern, testing the patience of those working alongside him. Despite being adored by millions, this part sheds light on the less straightforward relationships McQueen had with his peers. McQueen's macho image, a hindrance. The persistent portrayal of a macho image on screen became a point of contention. This section delves into how McQueen's commitment to this persona was perceived as a hindrance to the collaborative atmosphere typically sought on film sets, adding layers to his relationships within the industry. The untold stories, behind-the-scenes controversies. Even after McQueen's passing, his legacy continued to spark controversies. This part unravels the legal battles and disputes over the rights to his likeness. His estate, managed by his children, actively protected McQueen's image from unauthorized use, showcasing the ongoing challenges of preserving the Hollywood icon's legacy. A legacy explored, McQueen's impact unveiled. As we conclude this exploration into Steve McQueen's complex relationships, we invite reflections on how these dynamics influence perceptions of the legendary actor. His on-screen charisma, coupled with behind-the-scenes conflicts, adds layers to the narrative of Steve McQueen's enduring legacy.